Hey, this is James with Are You Listening? TLDR. Too long. Didn't read. I believe it's a problem for our personhood. In a world of verbosity and noise, it appears that the best part of too much is to take in less. This is not a good thing. It's a symptom of overload. Don't get me wrong, we have to be discriminating in our absorption of information, or we'll waste a large portion of our lives on fruitless data. When investing in real life relationships, however, there is something very terrifying about the TLDR ideology. There's a need to dive deep, listen long, and take the extra mile with others. Intimacy and true life togetherness only come from longevity, without which superficial connections can leave marriages, parental relationships, and friendships hanging by a thread. This idea is not new, but it seems to be forgotten or misplaced in our culture because the culture thrives on the noise and not getting too deep below the surface. Sometimes I envision the average person today as one of those lizards who can run so fast they can run on top of the water, knowing if they stop, they'll sink. If we run fast enough, ignoring everything else, we can make it to the other side. What is the other side, though? Who's there? And will they care to listen to us when we are there? Future generations of, quote, self help will surely be focusing on unplugging our social lives and getting into the depths of truly knowing someone else. Here are a few thoughts to get us thinking about how this might be accomplished. Take time and make it happen. I get it. Life is busy, time is precious, and stress is hard. Do you know what's more stressful? When the people that we know, or the people that know us, begin to forget the depths of who we are, and vice versa. It's good to schedule a time or a day each week and set aside time to talk, enjoy time together, be romantic, be intimate, play, or just look at someone you love. Read a book together, play a game, share a story, but make it a priority. Put it on the calendar until it becomes a pulling force in your life and communicate the importance of it. Have a deeper interest in others. Tabloids have forever led the disastrous need for gossip. But having a deeper interest in the lives of your partner, friends, or family is not about getting the scoop. It's about truly caring and desiring a real relationship. We ought to look after our own interests and needs, and we do well to avoid self-neglect. At the same time, we ought to look after the needs and interests of others. Not everybody, but those that truly matter in our lives. We should ask deep questions about those who are important to us, discover what we really know about them, and then ask them, wait, and listen. You'll be amazed at how close you become by sharing life like this. This could make TLDR mean something altogether different. We should also focus on play and passion. When together, we often have to deal with difficult things. Life is difficult. But we cannot let that be our only depth. As a matter of fact, it is best to leave that to another time, a scheduled outlier that is often shorter until necessary. When we spend time together with those close to us, it is profitable to focus on enjoying life together with entertaining and fun things that lead to greater passions and closeness. Answering the questions, hey, what can we do for fun? Or how can I share this amazing thing with someone else? And then as we do that, we notice who we're spending our time with. And we also notice who we're trying to avoid. If the relationship of the latter is vital, rearrange the focus. There's no room for TLDR in loving relationships. We should also, and finally, develop a culture of intimacy. This is a huge task, and honestly, I'm working on how this looks for me. I believe that every step we take, every moment that we give in thought and dedication to significant relationships will help us develop this culture around us. Not only will it grow us closer to others, but it will also defend us from the encroachment of the superficial that so easily robs us of good and true bonds that endure. Practicing this will inevitably transfer to the lives of those around us. And that's a good thing. Let's think about understanding this TLDR ideology and how it destroys significant relationships. Looking through a different lens can help guide us to new ideas and outcomes. Let's see if we can make some adjustments to this shorthand in a positive sense for the marriages or the romantic relationships in the room. TLDR for love. Here we go. TLDR could mean take love, delve, and reflect. Taking the time to truly love your partner and delving deeper into their thoughts, feelings, and experiences and reflecting on how you can strengthen your bond with them. This emphasizes the importance of being present engaged, and in the moment. TLDR, time, listen, deepen relationships. This could represent the idea of spending quality time with someone you love, actively listening to them, and deepening your relationship through communication and understanding, as well as discovery. TLDR, tender, loving, dialogue required. This represents the importance of having open, honest conversations with someone you love, being tender and caring in your approach, and showing your love through your words and actions. TLDR, together, listen, discover, romance. Here's one for the marriage. This represents the idea of spending time together, actively listening, discovering new things, and adding a touch of romance to your relationship. Finally, TLDR could mean true love demands respect, something the whole world could take note of. This represents the idea that true love involves respecting your partner, listening to their needs and their desires, and showing them that you value them as a person. I want to close with this idea. We need to laugh, we need to learn, we need to love, we need to live. I thought I coined this little phrase some 20 years ago when contemplating simple ways to express life together, but I didn't. I just came up with what many had already thought for centuries. Life works like that sometimes. We discover what is already there, and in relationships, especially marriage, we can discover a deeper love than we ever thought possible when we are intentional and attentive to the relationship. So the next time you have the TLDR sigh with those you love and are tugging at your coattails for attention, communicate clearly your needs. Take time to schedule togetherness. Be present and interested. Enjoy time and have fun, and know that you'll be developing a culture of intimacy that will never fail. I hate myself sometimes because my head gets ahead of my writing. I wanted to talk about communication, but I guess we'll have to schedule that for another time. Something interesting that did come to mind is how quickly we access everything. Listening to music in my youth required a plan, a stack of vinyl, a delicate operation of the turntable. There's something to this idea, I think, of how easy it is to placate to the now without actually wanting to be present or embodied in it. Are you listening?